Hello everyone and welcome to the teaching tip. Today we are going to tackle an interesting problem, calculating an earthling weight on Mars. But before jumping straight into the code, let's set the stage. We all know that our weight on Earth is based on gravity. But did you know that the weight on the other planets is different because the gravity varies in the different planet in the different time. Specifically the problem we are working on to tell us about the weight of Mars is 37.8% of their weight on Earth. So if an earthling weight 100 pound on Earth, they would weight only 37.8 pound on the Mars. Our goal is to write a Python program that prompts the user for their weight on Earth and then calculate and print the equivalent weight what will be on the Mars. Now, while this is a fun problem, it's actually a great opportunity to explore some key Python concepts, especially around variable, constant, typecasting, user input typecasting also, and how to print or input and output. It's a lot. Okay, now I'm sharing my screen. Okay, here is our problem. Wait. We can solve the sample run. Also here is the term what will be in the terminal. The user need to input of weight on Earth, and then the program will output or return what will be the weight on Mars. Here is the documentation. Here also discuss about what is printing, what is input variable, outlet. Okay, no problem. We will talk about it. And the first thing we have to talk about the variable constant. What is variable and what is constant? Variable in a Python is like a box. Is like a box. We can store here something like name or number or anything can we can store here. Yeah, also there's an important part is that we need to discuss about this. There is some type in Python. There are a lot of there are maybe three or four uh, types of variable or something. Like one is integer, another is float, is string, boolean. The integer is uh, the integer is mainly the things. There is nothing in the point, or there's a whole number like 1 2 3. In the float is there will be must be a part, there must be a part with a point like 2.5 or 3.5 or 9.8, the gravitational acceleration. And the string is something inside the quotation mark, like name. No, name is the and in that case name also name is a string, full string. There will be something there inside the quotation. What is have or what will have, everything will be a string. Everything will be the string. So now close it. So so I will now explain what is a variable. A variable is a container or is a little box where we can store information. Now in that okay in our in the our problem we will store the value what will be the user input from input us the kilogram the weight in the earth we will store it in a variable. Also we have another variable inside our program that will be the mass constant. We will consider it as mass constant, the weight or difference between earth and the Mars, the 37.8%. This is we will store in a variable. So okay, now we can talk about the problem what we have to do today. So okay, at first the user will give us a number that will be the weight on earth. We have to convert the input into a usable number. And when for user input we have to use a function named input function. But initially the input function took all things in the string type. So we have to convert it into the float because because our the constant or the multiplication although the differences will be in the point, so the answer must be in the point. So we have to do it, convert it to the float. So how to calculate? So we have to saw that at the end of the program we have to print out the result for the user to see what is the answer. So at first this is the IDE we will conduct through this IDE or all over the course in the code in place. You can use other IDE like for Python like Google Colab, PyCharm, or VS Code. You can use anything. But in this course we will conduct from the built-in code in place IDE. That's it. Okay, now we came to the IDE. At first, uh, we will see something about variable. We can do anything we can uh, took a variable that's name was also a name for interesting things. Okay, we can oh, there is we will talk about some the types that one is integer, one is float, integer, float, string and boolean. So okay, we will saw how to check or how to create a variable. At first, we can say okay, we can take a variable x. Then we in the quotation at first we will see the string. What is the string typecast? Okay, the at first took my name took my name Monowar inside the quotation. Okay, now try to print what typecast is type x. Okay, now run the ID. Okay, unfortunately, there is some error, something. So there's some uh, bug. maybe in the ID there's some issue or any kind of issue. Maybe that's why we cannot solve the typecasting issue or typecasting in the that. But we have in the Google Colab we can saw that there is a function named type that will print us the what is the type of the variable or something. Now we will try a thing about integer. Okay, nine. Okay, we took another variable. That's we change the order y. Okay, we will print and check the type of this variable. Yeah, so it's integer. Now we will saw another in string. Oh, so we have already seen string. We will say about float 19.2222. Okay, now run. Oh, yeah, this is the float. Okay, now we can saw another use the type is boolean. Boolean is only true and false. Yeah, this is the Boolean. We'll go back to the problem again. We have to took a variable for our mass weight or mass multiplier. So now took that. Okay, yeah, there is in the case is on the percentage. We will convert it in the float. We know that 37.8% means 37.8 divided by 100, which will be 0.378. So we will took our variable 0.378. Now, now we need to ask the user, or we need to ask the user what will be the what is the weight of the art. To do this, we use the input function. We already told about the input function that will when it took from an input anything from the user, it will by default it is string, which is nice flexibility, but means we need to convert it into a something we can perform calculate with. So we will convert it to the float. We will convert it to float, but we can also convert it to integer. But in that case, we have already the mass multiplier in the float type, so we will convert it into the float. At first, there we will took the earth weight string. For variable, there is a important thing that we have to consider the naming convention for the variable, because in the programming sector, when we will write a program, uh, sometimes the other person also read our code, take idea from our code. If we uh, naming if we naming our variable in a uh, in our own language or something like our tone or something like that case I forget the word or this, no problem. For that case we have to notice that we have to naming the variable in that can, so everyone can understand what types of, what is the work, or what it will the work for, or something like that. So okay, we at first we took uh, the art weight string. Or in a variable, we will there we can write in some different case like camel case or snake case. So in that case we will consider snake case. Okay. Now this is our okay. At first we will. I think we need to talk about something about we like, okay. Okay. In here we write input function. Then inside the input there is a string. What is it? When we run this, the in the terminal, it will show us the message and ask for our input. So okay, just input name. That's it. Now we can check what is the type of this case. Okay, first this will print the name. So now we will try to type what is the main type of this. Okay, look is string. So we need to convert it to the float. For that, for the typecasting, we just need to write the function, then and this then that's it. Okay, inside the input function there is option for a message for the user. So we will put the message or the option same as there is. Yeah, that's it. So when it will take the input from the user, it will directly convert it in the float. So now we have to we have already stored the the mass multiple. So now we can calculate the direct things here. Now we can take another variable. That's name will be the mass weight. So now what is the calculation here we have to done? Okay, now we can okay, we suppose consider it the mass multiple as x and the weight string as y. So function, the mass weight will be x, sorry, x into the mass multiple. We input it to the multiplication sign R2N string in. So we can change the name. This is not a string anymore. Okay, before print in the printing, we use also a message for the user. We can copy it from the IT. Okay, then we will put a comma and our mass weight variable. That's it. We can now run. Okay, here is our message. Enter weight on Earth. We will enter the same as the user here. Then this is right. We can saw that our answer is ready and same as that things. Now let's pause a moment and revisit the concept of typecasting. When we took the user input, it's always a string, so we need to convert it into something that makes sense for mathematical operator. In that case, we use float, and we can also convert it into the integer because weight is a decimal number. Similarly, when we want to print the result, we need to turn float back into the string. We can combine with the text. This is a very important concept for Python handles and different types of data in a specific way. For example, you can directly multiply a string by a float, or uh, if we multiply a integer with a string. Suppose we have we multiply x is string, inside the string we consider Mars, and we multiply with 3, it will give us Mars 3 times Mars. Okay, so by doing this we have worked through some fundamental concept like variables, constant, typecasting, and user input output. There are building blocks Python programming, and as you practice more you will get more comfortable with them. Thanks for watching. I hope you now have better understanding for how to write Python program that interact and handle the data types. Thank you.